Tonight's call comes from a man who wasn't looking for the unknown. He just happened to cross paths with it. An ordinary night on an ordinary road. He and his wife were just looking for some traditional Halloween fun. What they found themselves in was a real-life scary story, one that would make them question their reality for the rest of their lives.
Paranormal Payphone.
Now, if you've ever crossed roads, crossed streams, or even just crossed in reality, boy, this is a place for you right here.
It is, Steve.
You can share your story with us at Paranormal Payphone at 615-431-9003 or at paranormalpayphone@gmail.com. You can hit us up at any of our socials. And when you do that, it lets you be as anonymous or as anonymous as you want to be.
There it is.
And we'll get the stories out to the world because that's what we're here to do. Brandon, this is an awesome story.
It is. It's another UAP story.
That's right. Not UFO. We've changed that. UAP from now on.
Do we know what UAP means yet?
No,
Okay.
come on. No. They put out a disclosure document, and I was like, I'm in. Like, I want to know everything about
Full
this.
board, yeah.
It was like, it's 500 pages. I was like, I'm out so hard. I'm out so far. But I believe it is like a unidentified, autonomous something.
Sure.
Either way,
Yeah.
this guy saw one. And it's awesome.
He saw something.
He
for
saw
sure.
something.
There's no doubt.
Now, when it comes to the UFOs and the UAPs, where do you go? What's your go-to? Like, do you go alien? Do you go, where do you hit?
To me, I'm stuck somewhere between aliens
Yeah.
or government technology. I can't really quite find a happy medium on which one I think it is, really. It's just
Yeah.
somewhere, it's one of those. It's got to be.
I used to be all alien.
Yeah.
Now I think I might be all government. And the older I get, I don't know if this is what happens when you get older, that you're just like, it's got to be the government, you know? Like, every time I look at my check and I see those taxes come out, I'm just like, it's the government every time.
Yeah.
But what I find interesting about this whole thing is the fact that it had the lights, the fact that it was flying where it was flying, the way it flew. It is awesome. Now, our last couple UFO stories were very erratic. Some of them had lights, some of them didn't.
Yep.
So we're seeing some similarities between people's stories. And the fact that we're able to share those similarities and be able to get this out there, that's what this show is for.
100%. Stories like this, stories that could die off if they're not told. And so
Yeah.
that's why we have this platform.
Now, we talked about before, if you were to happen to be in a ghost situation and you saw this, let's say you saw this UAP touch down in your backyard. What are you doing?
That's another tough one. Do you send your wife out to check it out?
That's your go-to move?
Yeah.
You're
It's
sending,
like,
you're sending the
I
wife?
don't know. I think I saw something in the backyard.
Honey, I'm going to need you to go check that backyard real
can you
quick.
go take the dog out real quick?
No. I'll fight a ghost.
Yeah.
You know, an alien, those are real consequences. You know, you're dealing with disrobing, probing. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in that. And I don't know that I'm there for that.
I'm definitely not on board with this probing situation.
You're not on board
No,
with the probing
no.
situation? I heard some rumors about you in college,
did
so
you?
I questioned it, yeah.
Hey, I thought this was a judgment-free zone.
That's right.
We,
Listen,
we don't
dude.
bring up the past, you know. It was one time.
No, I can't imagine. Like, I just think, like, what would my kids do if they saw this?
Freak out like you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they might be a little bit more confident in this than even I would, because I mean they've seen Chicken Little.
Okay.
Like, you know, they know this thing is okay. You know, they haven't seen the bad side of it.
Yeah.
The alien encounter or the UAP encounter is one that's super fascinating, though, because there is so much around it and there's so much that has just been not true. And like later on, we're finding out all these things, all these disclosures come out, all the different things NASA's done, even the way NASA was founded. I have to apologize. Sometimes we'll mention things like Project Paperclip and all these other things. And this hit me at Thanksgiving. We're sitting in the middle of this living room, right? 45 people around. And they're just like, I heard something about this paperclip thing. And I was like, let me tell you about this right now. Like, it's my Super Bowl. Like, conspiracy theory Super Bowl's right then. And I have to remember that I'm like 8 years down the road in this, and they're just coming through. They're just starting this whole thing. They're like, have you heard about this Genesis bloodline thing? I was like, have I heard about this? I've heard about nothing but this.
Yeah. Have you heard about Blue Beam?
Oh,
There's a lot of talk on that too right now. Like I
Yeah.
saw like some news clips where the anchors were bringing what is this? What is this flying egg-shaped object? And is this Project Blue Beam or is this something?
yeah.
What so it's like it's almost that we're being set up for something.
Yeah. Or are The Rock and Oprah burning down all the houses in Hawaii?
Well, we need. I'm not touching that.
You're not touching that
No,
one?
I'm not touching that.
Listen.
There's something to the blue roofs.
There's something to the blue
Yeah.
roofs. Like, it's...
They can withstand some massive heat conditions.
Well, and, like, you start looking at, like, the places that have it.
Yeah.
Like, conspiracy theory corner here.
Uh-oh. Are we getting in that?
Oh,
I hope so.
a lot of, like, the celebrities have blue roofs. A lot of the certain islands that were frequented had a lot of blue roofs. Like, there's a lot of this stuff out there. And as it goes on, like, you're just like, okay, 1 blue roof,
Yeah.
2, everyone's got a blue roof except for me,
Yeah. Cars in the driveway are melting,
Yeah.
but the house 20 yards from it is not.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
really insane. 20 yards, that's a bit of a stretch, but
Well,
I meant 20 feet,
I mean, here's the thing. We don't go by yards. This is an American podcast. And we don't,
And we're also dudes with measurements. We are not good with those.
No. It's measure twice, cut 3 times,
Yeah.
head to lows because you need a new board because it's cut too short.
I'm glad you went that route instead of where my head was.
Well, no, I know where your head was.
Yeah.
It was back at the probing.
Yes.
Now, now that we got all the probing talk out of the way, let's get into our first call.
Let's do it.
I have a story to tell from October 2014. I'd taken off some time from work, and my wife and I were traveling down Route 58 to go to a haunted house. And this travel's fairly closely to the Sequoia nuclear power plant. As we were traveling down 58, there were suddenly no cars around us, and I look up, and there's a craft flying down. It was erratic and confusing in the way it was flying. It looked like a sideways helicopter, but it definitely wasn't a plane. As we got closer, I noticed it was a triangular-shaped craft because it had light sources that were emitting. It flew in front of us on to the other side of the road in the opposite direction of traffic, and it became stationary over a tree about 300 feet in distance away from us after I had made a U-turn and parked. I tried to get a picture of it, and all of a sudden my phone died. What was striking about it is that it was hovering, it made no noise, and you could tell it was metallic based off the lights that were on each point of the triangle, which were white, and in the center of the triangle there was a red light. I'd estimated about 30 feet across in size, and then all of a sudden it started to travel again, and you couldn't discern any noise or any propulsion type system. I got in my car and tried to follow it, and it flew to the other side of the road in front of me on my left, and all of a sudden it emitted a flash of light and disappeared. So I don't know if it just cloaked itself or it disappeared in another dimension or what have you, but it definitely didn't fly off. Did a little bit of research on this, and it may have been a TR-3B triangle craft that's been associated with Project Aurora, although I know that's disputed. I did report it to the Mutual UFO Network, and I had a field investigator discuss it with me, and that was it. I've never had another experience like that, although I desperately desired to see the craft once again. So it begs the question, was this an advanced military application, or was this something from out of this world, literally?
All right, Steve. Pretty intense little few minutes, it seems, of story going on. What are your thoughts?
It really is. The fact that he was able to see this and discern all. Now, we talked about guys of measurement, so it could have been a 10-foot craft,
Could have been.
But it's interesting the details that he was able to pull out of it, and the fact that he was able to discern that it was made of metal, that it had these lights, the shape of it, and the size of it.
Yeah. And
Like-
how it was flying, he said it was flying like a sideways helicopter.
Yeah,
I'm
which
not sure what that means exactly. But
I've seen Hobbs and Shaw. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere close to a sideways
No.
helicopter. I saw how that ended.
Have you seen Airwolf, bro?
I've seen- Yes, I have seen it.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but I have
been a
seen
long
Airwolf.
time, yeah.
Now, a couple of things that were interesting right at the very beginning of the whole thing, okay, is he was heading to a haunted house. What are your thoughts on a haunted house?
Used to love doing that.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my brothers, we used to always get together and we would travel around. You know, we would come to Nashville, we'd go to Knoxville, maybe even venture down to Atlanta to try to find the top haunted houses. We loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I never really cared for them.
Really.
Some like ghost hunting, going out to these haunted places, I was fine with. But going to a place where I know someone's going to jump out and chase me, I just did not love it.
You scare easy? In those situations?
In those situations, yes.
Okay.
Like, I just didn't care for it. I guess I'm more scared of people than I am of, like, actual things. Now,
Yeah.
the worst, so we opened a show for Static X one time.
Oh, wow.
And it was a thing. And we had to load in through the haunted house. Like, someone set this thing up. It was at an indoor soccer field.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to break into Brandon's karaoke part, but I can't hit that.
No,
But,
you can't push it.
I can't push
No.
it.
So we had to load in through this haunted house. And like, so floors are a little unstable,
Yeah.
you know, all the lights are on and everything. And like clowns are putting makeup on and everything like that.
Interesting.
And I was so mad because you're walking through a maze carrying 100 pounds of guitar gear. And I was so irritated through the whole thing. I was like, really? There's no other way to get here?
Yeah.
Like no one thought, you know what would be a good idea? A back door. Like,
Yeah.
but no, that's what happens when you are in a local
Life on the road, man.
band playing at an indoor soccer field.
Yeah.
But so I did not love a haunted house. But that's interesting. You loved it. You went for it.
Yeah, we went for it, but we were not the type that would get really scared. We would go to like really observe the animatronics and the scenes to set up. That's really we never got scared. We never jumped, unlike you. You know, the jump scares didn't get us. We were laughing.
See, I don't
whole
want.
time.
I don't like someone jumping out at me.
Maybe it's that psychopath thing.
Yeah,
you were talking about.
Yeah, you got a little in you.
You got it. There's-
You got a little there.
It
you know?
nicked me. Yeah,
He tried to dodge it, but
Tried to
it was
dodge
there. Yeah.
It was there. Yeah.
No, I see. I'd never loved it, but it's interesting that you did. So the other part here that I find super cool is that it was right around the Sequoia nuclear power plant. Now we're saying nuclear or nuclear.
I mean, that's up to you, man. There's no wrong answer.
Where do you go? I want to hear this. I'll follow suit.
Nuclear.
Okay, you go nuclear?
Yeah.
All right. So it's right around that power plant. It's kind of common knowledge in the paranormal world that UFO sightings really ramped up after the atomic bomb.
Right.
So the fact that it's hovering around that place is super cool because it follows in line with everything that we've heard so far.
Right. And also with being on that stretch and going into Chattanooga, I
Yeah.
know you got an interesting fact about the city of Chattanooga.
That's right. It's the only national city
Yeah.
in America, which, as we talked about before, government,
Yeah.
terrible. Like, you know,
Right.
what's the deal with that? What's the deal?
What's it?
Why is it a national city? Why? Hey, Chattanooga, why are you a national city? What's
What's that
happening?
even mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
I know that, like, everything down there is kind of super well kept in a lot of places, but then it gets a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I know that there are. So I had a sister-in-law who played beach volleyball down there, and I know that the UT Chattanooga baseball field has been abandoned for like 60 years,
Really?
and supposedly it is very haunted.
That's interesting.
Like, it's locked, it's boarded up, and like the stadium is just sitting there. They don't use it for anything.
Is that the one in the middle of town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And supposedly it's very haunted.
Huh.
So, if you've ever been in the UT Chattanooga baseball facility and you have a story, what do I have a phone number for you? 615-431-9003. Let us know, because it's super cool that, like, we have this national city, we have these power plants, we have UFOs, we have a haunted site there in a national city,
Whatever that means.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
So he mentioned a couple other things. He mentioned the TR-3B.
Oh, yeah.
That has been a recent disclosure thing.
It has.
It's made a few appearances places. And from the description, it sounds like that's something that it could have been.
Could have been. Have you seen any of those videos floating around? I don't know if they're AI generated or not, but like from this Venezuelan attack or whatever you want to call it, where somebody's taking a video of this Black Manta, the TR-3B.
Yeah.
That's an intense aircraft.
It is something to see.
I would freak out if I saw that thing. I would think for sure that's from another planet.
Well, in the videos that like are out there are all like super cloudy, super smoky, and like a lightning bolt
Yeah.
flashes, and it's like right
It's
there.
there.
So
Yeah.
it's got to be AI, but still cool.
Still, but I mean, the way that this guy described his story, it kind of goes along with that.
Okay, but let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
When you see that lightning bolt flash and that ship pop up, this part you start singing the Star Spangled Banner, like you're like, that's America right there, baby.
America,
That's
baby.
right. Start waving the
Yeah.
flag in your Hulk Hogan
America!
in your Hulk Hogan shirt.
Oh, yeah. All day long, baby.
Start saying your prayers and
Yeah.
drinking your milk right then and there.
Yeah. I was going to go full Macho Man, but it didn't flow with the story there.
No,
So
you
we'll
can't
break
go
that
macho.
out.
You
Yeah.
can't go macho
I
man.
don't know. It's a Macho King guy, dude.
You were
Brother.
macho man over Hogan.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Which wound up not being.
Didn't age well.
Didn't
you know
age
what?
well,
Neither
you're
one
right.
of them really
Neither-
aged well.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're being honest, neither one of them really aged well.
Yeah.
What about Sting? Anything ever happened with Sting?
I think early on, maybe he had some drug issues, but
Yeah, that would make sense.
you know, being in that industry, I don't know how you didn't have drug issues the entire roster.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
They were.
Even Moolah.
He, boy. You know, you look at Luna Vachon and you're like, has there been some drug issues there?
No, what would
Boy.
make you think that?
Boy, has there been.
Yeah. Wasn't she married to like Bam Bam Bigelow or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting couple.
That is an interesting couple right
Yeah.
there.
Boy.
You know, but Bam Bam was also on. It was Vader. Vader was on Boy Meets World.
Yeah, he was.
So Vader seemed like an okay guy for a while.
Yeah, old Leon.
You know,
Yeah.
had some rough runs towards the
Yeah.
end, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So getting back off of wrestling, which is a shame, because really the '90s wrestling era, prime time, right there.
It doesn't get better.
So you have the nuclear plant,
Mm-hmm.
you have the national city, you have all the lights, all the dimension. What's super interesting is the fact that he was able to actually see all this and report it.
He tried to record it, but his phone died.
Yes.
So like whatever this thing was emitting something that shut down all the electronics. It's
What are
like an
your-
EMP, right?
Yeah. Now, what were your thoughts on that shutting off?
I mean, it goes along with every other basic UFO, UAP story, but then the governments have the EMP, so I'm still torn. I don't know what it could be.
All right, so if we're gonna go full tinfoil hat here,
Yeah,
right?
put it on.
Put it on. You have the phone shut off,
Mm-hmm.
but the car's still running.
Yeah. I wonder if like the radio and anything, you know, it makes the weird noise when the static and stuff when something shows up.
But he
you know.
said this is like 2014.
Yeah.
And so
Probably not listening to.
he probably wasn't listening
Yeah.
to like old school AM radio, you know, but like
He's probably bumping some Pac.
you think a little pop, you know, I don't know. That feels like 2014 was probably some Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah. That seems about right.
Yeah.
You know, but he's heading down there. The car is still running.
Yeah.
There's a lot of electronics, there's a lot of computers in there. So what would it be that it like simply turned off any device that could record.
it. Yeah.
You know, I mean, because clearly if it was the TR-3B, Venezuelans were able to figure it out.
That story's wild. The technology in that's why it makes me question, is this all the UAPs, UFOs that we're seeing, are they not just advanced, government technologies? And I mean, that story's insane. 20 soldiers, sonar weapons.
Yeah.
Taking out hundreds of soldiers.
Crazy.
Without losing one. 6 minutes.
Listen,
Dude.
That's intense right there.
6-minute abs.
Just to run through there.
Just run.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I can't even think about they accomplished all that in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
You get on the stair stepper for 6 minutes.
Oh gosh, that's forever.
Your life's over.
Yeah.
And they were able to conquer an entire country.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that was really impressive.
Yeah. And like me, I'm on the rower for 3 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? I'll die here. It's fine.
3 minutes, I'm impressed. I mean, a minute, that's tough. If you're really going, that is tough.
We talked about guy measurement. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is.
30 seconds, 3 minutes.
Who's counting?
Who's counting?
So everything shuts off.
Yeah.
And he's able to see this. What's interesting is that is something that we see all throughout these stories, is that the recording devices were shut off. There was no way for them to contact anybody. There was no way for them to call somebody. And it's just reminiscent of all these other things that are happening in the world.
You're in this situation.
Okay.
I'm going to put you in it. You pull off on the side of the road, try to get out and check this thing out and maybe get Travis Waltoned, or what do you do?
So if it's moving at a decent clip, I'm following it at that speed. Because I know the minute I stop, it's gone.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm there with it until it stops.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Probably the same thing.
Yeah. I make bad decisions though. So, I mean, you can't go by that. So I'm going to be following this thing. We're going to see it all. We're going to take it all in. And then once it stops, I'm going to jump out and see what's happening with it. Now, the fact he said that the giant flash of light, and then it's gone.
That's the interesting part.
Yeah.
Because as far as we know, which there's technology beyond our wildest imaginations now, I'm sure. But the burst of light and disappearing, that makes me question here, is this an otherworldly visitor?
So it instantly made me think of Star Wars. Like you're hitting warp speed, and it's gone like that.
Yeah.
So to think okay, something's able to do that. Now he mentioned did it jump somewhere? Did it go to a different realm? And I was like, boom, that's where I want to be. Did it go through a different realm? Did it hit a different dimension? Was it in a different spot?
I wonder, it could be a cloaking thing too, it flashes, it goes into a cloaking.
That seems like the worst cloaking device ever. It's hey, I'm gonna be super visible.
I'm gonna blind you.
Yeah.
And then I'm gone.
Yeah. That seems like the worst way to go about doing it.
Well,
it's like when you're playing hide and seek with your kid, and they're hiding under the table, and you're just where are you? It's definitely not under the table.
I'm gonna go in the other room. Yeah.
And you just see a little child-shaped pile of pillow on the ground. You're they're definitely not right there. That's what that cloaking device is right there.
Yeah, not a very good one.
So it was the same cloaking device that a 3-year-old uses.
Yeah. It works.
Could work.
Yeah, it could work. Yeah.
So if it was, let's say this is some sort of government ship, what other government conspiracies are out there that you think have a real possibility? Because this could be an early prototype of that.
Could have been.
What else is out there that you've been seeing?
Oh, I'm all over one.
You're all over one?
Yeah. What about this Earth losing gravity for 7 seconds?
Yes, I was hoping you bring this up.
This year.
Yes.
Yeah,
so this is incredible. This hit my feed, and once again, this is one of those things when anyone pulls up their Instagram or their TikTok or their Facebook, and I'm a lot less dragons than mine, this is one of the ones when I brought it up, at Thanksgiving time, everyone looked at me like I was insane. And I was like, you wait till August. Okay, we'll see who's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to be strapped in somewhere. Yeah.
So, explain it.
Okay, so supposedly there's two black holes that are colliding.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Okay.
Way out in the ether somewhere.
Sure.
And it's
If we're being honest, I don't even really know what that means. But
Yeah.
yes, go ahead.
That means I don't know.
Yeah.
Way out there.
Yeah.
And so they're colliding, and it's going to have this massive effect on our universe. And I don't know if it's throwing some like solar flare type thing through there. And the Earth's going to cause Earth to lose gravity for 7.3 seconds on August 12th, 2026. Now.
No, you don't sound crazy at all. Keep going.
This is World of Psychic has hit. It's hit home.
Yeah, no, go ahead. This is all completely normal.
And
Go ahead.
So 7.3 seconds
Okay.
on August 12th when we lose gravity, and
Yeah.
if it's not tied down, and it's going to float.
So, okay, 7.3 seconds. What's the first thing you do?
Get one last dunk in.
Get one last dunk in? Yeah.
Try to get that free throw line dunk.
Just stretch out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that you still, like, you have 7.3 seconds. You're like, I'm going to hit it from the free throw line. Like, you're not even ambitious enough to go three-pointer. You're just
Yeah,
like, you know
right,
what?
yeah.
We're going to... Let's
I get
understand my athletic ability
Yeah.
at this age. We're going to go
We've
free
aged.
throw. Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm going to hit the scale
Are you?
because that weight loss goal, we're going to hit it this year, okay? So,
There we go.
like, instantly, it's like, boom, 40 pounds off.
So I do have a lot of questions with this thing. So
Okay.
like, how will this disrupt like the oceans, the bodies of water? Will the water float, or is there something?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had an argument.
100%.
One of my brothers argued with me until he was blue in the face that no, water won't float. Gravity has no effect on water. And I'm like,
What do you mean gravity has no effect on water?
Exactly.
Have you ever seen,
Have you ever turned over a glass of water?
or like the supposed pictures of space? We're going to go allegedly here because, you know.
Allegedly.
You know.
We're not trying to get canceled.
Yeah, shout out Flat Earth.
Yeah.
Where
Little Tartaria.
Tartaria.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
where the little juice box goes and there's little droplets of water
Yeah.
that are floating through. Of course the water is going to float.
Right.
You know, we're going to have a dolphin just like floating through, like Echo the Dolphin's going to just be floating through like it was on Sega Genesis right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to mess everything up.
So your plan, let's say this is coming even more. Let's back up. So how this got started, there was a supposed, alleged 2024 leak from NASA that they had this $89 billion project called Project Anchor.
Yeah.
And they were preparing. That's why you're seeing, and there's some smoke to this because you're seeing a lot of the elite, the uber wealthy, building these underground bunkers.
Yeah.
And you're seeing, all across the world. So, and then something like this pops up, it just freaks people out even more.
Yeah. By people, you mean you.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, got that.
And my kids.
No.
I'm all over this.
So they're gonna go back
It's
to-
either,
They're going to go back to school and they're
Yeah.
going to be like, Brandon, can you explain Project Anchor? Because
yeah. Can you explain
Yeah.
Project Anchor and the Demon McNuggets from McDonald's?
boots only,
Yeah,
baby.
Boots only.
Boots on the
Yeah.
ground. So 7.3 seconds, which, if this was bull riding, would be a phenomenal score.
Yeah.
But no gravity for 7. That means everything's going to float and then instantly come crashing down.
Yeah.
At negative 9.8 meters per second squared.
Is that Scott Steiner math?
That is
Or what is this? Where's this coming from?
that's force of gravity.
Okay.
And so it's going to come down, and the damage is going to be like insurmountable at that point.
40 to 60 million deaths is what they've projected.
So at that point, it doesn't even matter what color your roof is.
Right.
Oprah can't get you then. Like,
That's
it's
right.
over at that point. Man, I don't know what the first thing I would do would be. Because you're going up.
Yeah, there's no stopping you.
Yeah. So is it better to be in the house? Or is it better to be out?
I mean, I would rather take my chances inside my house because at least you can just maybe stop at the ceiling.
I'm not worried about the float. I'm worried about what happens when everything comes down. Like, is that ceiling going to come down on top of you?
No, I don't know. I mean,
Like,
it's
this is-
attached to the foundation, right? So it's all built in to be attached. But I think, the roofs and stuff could be pulling off too.
And so this is where true dirtbagness starts showing itself, okay? Because when you talk about like tornadoes and stuff like that, like obviously they say the best place to be is like a basement, or in like a room with interior walls, no windows, all that good stuff, right? But if you're in like a trailer park, they're like, get outside and get in a ditch.
Yeah.
Like,
Go lay on the ground somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're like, your best bet is actually just to be face down on the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I don't have an $89 million bunker, right? So is my best bet to be face down on the ground and hope for everything? Hope no trees come down around me?
Or cars or tsunamis or airplanes. I mean, how does it affect airplanes? Imagine if you're in the air. Do you just keep going?
Oh, I didn't even think about airplanes.
In 7 seconds, long time for something. I mean, how high do you think you get off the ground? You're laying
Right now,
face down.
about 18 inches off the ground. That's the highest I'm getting, no matter how many
Mad
seconds.
hops, son.
Yeah, and that's a knee tuck.
That's a knee tuck. Okay,
so
gotcha, gotcha.
it's not much.
Yeah.
But in 7 seconds, I mean, you're what, a couple hundred feet?
You'd have to be, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
So you go a couple hundred feet up, and like no gravity at all. So like our trees getting uprooted, our puffins being picked up off the ground. Are we, think about birds.
Yeah.
Birds, airplanes, things that are already in the air. That's insanity.
And we're just talking about things on Earth. What happens to like the moon? What happens to, even with the sun, these other planets? Do we get knocked out of orbit? Just a little bit? And
When everything comes crashing down, you have to, right?
when it comes back, yeah. So
Man.
what happens then? Let's float into space, baby. Space Jam.
Possibly. You never know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is I've seen enough movies. Like I've seen Steve Buscemi drill a comet, okay? I feel like I can survive this, but like I'm worried about the collateral damage. Like I'm worried about that VW bug just like nicking me on the way down. Now what do you do?
Yeah. Kind of like that tree in your driveway.
Kind of like the tree. Yeah, I did.
That's too soon.
Too soon for that. Too soon for that.
Yeah.
I did lose a tree in the storms, and a little bit of a van came down with. Like it was a rough. We had a rough run. Had a rough couple days. And boy, I tell you, but that's a good point because the way it shook the house when it hit, and then shook my heart when it hit the van. To think like more stuff hitting it at that level, that's crazy.
And that's falling from where it was
Yeah.
and falling straight or whatever angle it fell down.
Yeah.
You're not talking from hundreds of feet
Yeah.
coming crashing down.
So now you're thinking about going up that 100 feet.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know that you said August 12th.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be buckled in. Like, you're going to walk in my house August 11th, and I'm super gluing shoes to the floor. And I'm just going to be like, all right, everyone, strap in.
Put your helmets on.
Put your helmets on.
Yeah.
I don't know how you fix it. I don't know what you would do to stop it.
There's nothing you can do to stop it.
So if you have any ideas, drop it in the comments. We need your help because clearly we're just two idiots who are gluing shoes to the floor and terrorizing our children
Right.
with stories about this.
Yeah. I mean, the only idea that I have is you've seen Twister, where
Yeah.
the F5 goes over them and they've got the belt wrapped around the pipe in the ground. That's the only thing I got.
That's the best thing you got?
That's all I got.
Is a belt wrapped around a pipe in the ground?
That and dunking from the free throw line.
And dunk it through. You're like, all right, kids, I need you to hold on to this rope, okay? I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Yeah. Daddy's got to relive the glory
Yeah,
days for a
that's
minute.
right.
All right, so let's go back to the story.
Yeah, we're getting off trails here.
So we have this craft flying.
Mm-hmm.
We have the lights. We have the propulsion. all around a nuclear base in a national city. It sounds to me like this was something from outside of our realm of understanding. Maybe not interdimensional, maybe not intergalactic, but definitely not something that we can reconcile with.
Yeah, but it could be those things.
Absolutely. You never know. And being the fact that it is around the government agencies and the plants is what makes it weird, because a lot of those UFOs and UAPs do appear around military bases and nuclear sites. I've even heard some stories about power being shut off at different nuclear sites
Really?
when these crafts appear. Almost like a, hey,
Simmer
how you
down.
doing, buddy?
Yeah.
We're here. We're here to talk,
Yeah.
you know? And so the fact that it was there and the fact that he was able to see this was super cool, super interesting. And he was able to track it down for as long. The phone shutting off is the thing that throws me. Because, once again, conspiracy corner, you put your hat on. Back in the day, you would have had cell phones that had removable batteries,
Yep.
had different things like that. At a certain point, all that stuff became built in, and the government was able to do more control over the
Yeah.
phones. So, is it possible that they had the technology to be able to remotely shut off phones in the area, but not disrupt things like cars and internal computers so they can continue to drive?
Possibly. Yeah, I think it could be.
Do I leave it past the government to design the worst cloaking system that makes it way more visible than it needed to be all at one time? Not necessarily.
They find a lot of ways to waste money.
Listen,
Yeah.
yeah, $89 billion bunkers
Yeah, that's
could
right.
possibly be a way to do that. But the other thing I thought was interesting is he did report it and did have like a field reporter,
Yeah.
you know, and so there's enough credibility, it really, to our show at this point. Like, I feel like we could steal some of his credibility right now because we've got, you know, this is a good story.
That is. It was a great story.
So if you've ever seen anything like this, if you ever had any experience like this, shoot it our way. All right. If you've ever seen any of this, felt a little eerie creep coming around the corner, seen something off in the distance, you can hit us up at paranormalpayphone@gmail.com. Call our number at 615-431-9003. Hit any of our socials, Facebook, social media, TikTok. I'll be honest with you, our TikTok is struggling, guys. We need some help there. All right? I'm an old man. I don't understand the way it works, but we're getting better. We're getting
trying.
better.
We're trying. We're making
You
an
know,
effort.
YouTube, we're getting better. We're
getting
trying to
better,
make some
yeah.
efforts here. But what you can do to help us, submit your stories, like, comment, subscribe. I've got gray hair, and I'm telling you, I know it's embarrassing. Listen, I'm embarrassed for me. But it really helps. It really helps with the algorithm, and it helps us get to more people so we can get these stories so that people who had similar stories, like we had a few weeks ago, UAPs with the lights, triangle shape, flying around. Now we have another story that's very similar, and the fact that there's triangle shape, different lights. We can connect these dots together, and listen, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together.
Yeah. Another great story.
Yep.
Yeah. So until next time, who you going to call?
That's Paranormal Payphone.